Hello, welcome to What We May Be, a free online course that you can watch through a series of YouTube videos about one of my favorite books. If you haven't already, go back and listen to the introduction for a brief understanding of what is psychosynthesis, because from here on out we're going to try to avoid terms that aren't themelliar as much as possible, and I'm going to go with on the back of the book that I'll be using, What We May Be by Piero Ferrucci. I was thinking Roberto Assagioli. He's the founder of Psychosynthesis. Again, too much science, getting into too much detail. I like on the back of the book, they describe it as a philosophy in the art of living. So in the spirit of what would be a good philosophy in the art of living, I am so excited to share with you what I have learned about these tools. And today, we're going to start with a very specific tool called focus. If you remember from the introduction, we talked about synthesis being the possibility to find something new emerging within you. That's the title of the course, What We May Be. And in order to synthesize fragmented parts of ourselves, we need to learn about the fragmented parts of ourselves. And so one tool to help us is focus. So that's the one we're going to cover today, and we'll probably do 1 or 2 videos on this because there are some visualization exercises and something called free drawing that I want to talk with you about and teach you how to do. So I want to start out with the importance of using a visualization technique as a means of focus, and we'll do visualization today. So I want you to just close your eyes and take a deep breath. Imagine a blue triangle. Is that something you can conjure up in your mind's eye? A blue triangle. If it doesn't come right away, don't worry about it. We all have different levels of visual quickness. Like it comes to some of us and some it doesn't. And think about what your dreams are like when you're sleeping. Are they highly visual, or are you more having feelings and sensations? Because it's not just vision. We'll also talk about kinesthetic things. Some people can smell things like, imagine the smell of a fresh peeled orange. And there's hearing and touch and different things. So if you're not a natural visualizer, we want you to practice, because practice is good, but don't sweat it if it doesn't come easily to you. Now, for those of you who are ready and willing, I have some great visual evocations straight from our book. And let's start with the visual by, again, having you close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Approach this with a sense of playfulness. It's supposed to be fun. All right, we're learning to focus. Okay, so you have to clear all that other stuff out of your mind. Stop thinking about work. Your big to-do list will still be there when you're done. No, don't argue with yourself. Shh. Okay, all right. Close your eyes. Can you imagine a single-digit number? Now there's 2 digits. Now there's 3 digits. Keep going. How many digits can you envision before you can't keep them straight in your mind? Okay, so for those of you who thought that was too easy, I have a tougher one for you. But for those of you who thought that was too hard, I have some easier ones. I started in the middle because I thought, well, I don't want to lose people. But let's back up and do some of the easy ones now. You can make these up too, and I encourage you to practice. Like if you're trying to fall asleep at night and you can't, or if you're waiting in line at the grocery store and you're bored out of your mind, or if you're at a stoplight, pay attention to the stoplight. Don't be envisioning a green light, because you might fool yourself into thinking you're seeing one. So forget it. Stoplight example, not a good example. Let's be safe and use the downtime when you're like commercials. Next time there's a commercial, instead of watching the commercial, visualize instead. And make yourself a mental list of the different things you want to try. All right, here's the easy ones. Visualize a golden triangle, a violet circle, a blue 5-pointed star. All right, now the hard one. And this is the last one I'm going to share today. This is going to be the equivalent of our class today. We're going to keep it short and easy. This one is so difficult that I practiced it for probably difficult for me. We all have varying levels of what's easy and what's difficult. But to stay focused this long without the distractions coming in, when I was 20 years ago anyway, when I first learned about this, was visualize a pen slowly writing your name. So how did that go for you? If you actually got through your whole name in that 20-second time frame, then you might have been going a little bit too fast. The idea here was just to give you a sample to try it out. But the idea is to write that name very slowly to really practice focusing. And if you weren't able to do it, don't be discouraged. That's what practice is for. And you'll be amazed. If you just do this once a day for a week, you'll be amazed truly at the progress that you make. And I find it so relaxing and helpful in stressful situations to just take a deep breath and slowly imagine a pen writing your name. Thank you for joining me today in Lesson 1 of What We May Be. I'm so excited about Lesson 2, which is going to be working on those other sensations, olfactory, kinesthetic, hearing, some of those other sensations to use in the focus, which is our first chapter of this book. We're working on focus. Thanks again for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Email me with questions or comment in the comment section if you're seeing this on YouTube, and I'll get back to you. Take care and create a great day.